Sure, y'all not.
My nigga Jarrell finna learn English.
No,
though.
it was like before all this.
Eventually, you finna be writing a master's thesis.
Welcome to the 16th episode of an ambiguously named podcast with.
Not you.
Akeelam.
Did you do the middle name?
Tyler.
No.
Keith. My name is Keith.
William.
At this point in time, I might as well be the same man.
Trent.
Oh, can I?
I like Sandman.
So can I give a fake
Cleon
name?
Yeah,
is
for
my
sure.
name.
Oh, I really want to give a fake
Our
name.
name's gonna change every time we do this podcast.
This is Big Dick Larry.
No.
Why Larry?
Oh, no language like that.
And David. Nah, we don't censor now.
Middle name, nigga. All right, Cleon. What about you?
What?
This is
Who?
Don't you got two middle names?
Who?
Actually.
Cleon.
Who the fuck is Cleon?
That's my middle name, ho.
Carter, where are you going?
Yes.
Can you scoot over?
So how are we feeling this week? What's up? What's good?
Depressed.
Do we have any new music?
Do we?
Let me know. What's going on with y'all?
We got a list, man.
Dua Lipa, she released her new single, Physical, which is nice. She's coming out with an album, so I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Pop Disco is coming back.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
What you mean know about that one?
It's coming back in the mainstream, but
It's always
So-
been.
It's always
And
been mainstream. You don't even listen to pop, so why the fuck are you commenting?
I just like shit. Hey, I just like shit talking
I
pop.
just wanna digest.
Speaking
I just
of
like shit
people
talking.
who are not in genres that they don't belong in and
Nigga,
commenting
we
on them.
still doing the new
What do y'all
shit.
think about Billie Eilish?
Love her. What?
She need to
She
shut the fuck
commented-
up.
She commented on rap.
Yeah, she did. That comment really has no
She
base.
needs to
'cause
shut the fuck
I
up.
don't know what, but other than that comment, we
I
love
don't
her.
give a
need to
damn.
stick-
Don't nobody do the
Miley
music
Cyrus
like
shoulda
this.
shut
I'm
the
just
fuck
trust
up.
me.
Well, she needs to stick to her whispering
Debatable,
ass
but yeah.
songs. Whisper over there.
Tracy, I don't know what to feel myself.
And it be a slapper.
Like,
like
Number one on the billboards.
Number one.
Can I ask a
Yeah,
question?
no,
Get a bitch of 3
I'm
Grammys.
sure you
I
make
still
good
don't see
music,
the hype
still
behind
really
Bad Guy.
don't
Like,
carry the way.
But
I
like,
really
Shut
feel
the
like
fuck up. You
she
don't know
has
this
songs
rap shit.
better than Bad Guy. Like that should have.
I feel that she probably could make a little choo-choo.
I don't know why
movie.
Bad
No,
Guy
what
moved the
really
way it
kills
did,
me
like,
is most of her
it don't
fashion
hit with
sense
me.
comes from 90s hip hop, so.
Yeah.
I would say, is it just me? But like, whenever she sing live, it's almost like I gotta be like, "Bitch, are you singing it?" Like, sing louder. She's always like,
But the vocals are always nice though. That's
They're
the
nice,
thing.
but it's just like, turn the mic up, girl.
Critics.
On my list, I got if you ain't heard Diet,
Mhm.
Denzel Curry. and
Don't
Don't
Kenny-
give me the
and
shady
Kenny
look,
Beats.
Easter.
That whole
You
project,
need to-
honestly.
I always give her.
Yeah,
I
would say the whole project was great.
Yeah.
Incredible was really good too. Offset or So Incredible.
Sit down, Tyler.
I mean to
They're
do
in the
that.
middle. Sit
I did not mean to
Brent
do that.
Fayez, he back and he's coming for y'all.
Who?
Dej is back and she's coming for y'all.
Dej Love is back.
Dej
Finally.
dropped a song called Bubbly. It's she was talking her shit on that. We got Joji with Run. That's real chill.
Yeah, the
we
Joji
got
track was.
we got Blueface.
That one was.
Obama.
baby.
That one was. It was alright.
Obama
fuck?
featuring the
Wait,
baby.
wait,
It was
David,
The fuck? The two biggest
Yeah,
memes of 2019.
No, it was not. Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. I don't know if I said it last week. Mahogany Lil Wayne
Yeah.
is still
That's
still
a
on my
slapper.
gym playlist. It's just making me ooh wee. Like it's just he can still rap.
Yeah.
And I will argue with anybody.
That's undebatable, honestly. That he can still
Punchlines
rap.
are on point.
The only questionable part is like decisions on like songs as overall. But even if it's an alright song, he still kills the
Right.
verses. So.
Even if like
But,
he's
yeah.
trash, it's like he still got like lyrics in there.
But yeah.
Also,
Okay.
also one more thing. Can we talk about how Nicki Minaj and Meek Mill started?
Hey,
and
wait,
they
wait
both
till-
just happened to drop music.
Wait
at the same
till we finish. Wait till we finish.
Is that
We're gonna make that.
You gonna
topic,
touch
We're
on
gonna
that?
make that
Can we
topic.
touch on that
Yeah,
later?
we'll touch on that.
Because I
later.
just think they.
Yeah, we'll touch on that.
Okay.
This shit funny in my opinion.
Okay, who's next?
Alright.
I said my piece.
Shout out, hey, if y'all want to hear some funny ass comedy rap, check out DJ J Lewis, and for his song "I Hope" featuring goddamn, I forgot them niggas. Mr. Kane and motherfucking, I think. I don't know who the other nigga is, but yeah, if you harbor a grudge against somebody, that's the perfect song for you. Like, I hope you order Dr. Pepper and they give your ass Coke. I hope you eat 2 Popeyes biscuits and you choke. Type shit. You already know.
But is it better than Chance the Rapper on Baby?
Motherfucker, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
Come on. Let me promote my shit. Let me promote my shit.
I hope you get a paper.
I hope you working on
no,
Fridays.
y'all, no.
You definitely take out time on Fridays.
No. I got no.
That shit was funny.
Here's a line from the song.
He said, "I hope you win the lottery and lose your ticket." Like, come on, bro.
No.
Come on, bro.
All right, here's a line from the song. Fuck, how it go?
He had to reach back for that.
Yeah, I gotta reach back to it because I ain't heard it in a minute. Fuck. Bitch, I hope you crash head first into a bus full of retarded churn.
What?
Yeah, it's that it goes.
Okay, next.
That's a lot. So anyways, in terms of my music,
that
Carnell covered a lot of the stuff that I've kind of been focused on. The Joji track,
like I said,
the Denzel Curry.
Pump the brakes on the bus that's heading towards the retarded children, please.
Yellow with Trippie Redd and Young Thug. I was expecting it to be better, but it might just be not my taste because it's not bad. It's just not me. But Kamaya dropped Set It Up with Trina, and she's dropping an album very soon.
Trina.
Man,
Trina.
I'm expecting big things from Kamaya. This album
Tyler,
will be
you don't have
good.
anything to say?
About what?
Trina.
He already said Dua Lipa. We was talking about pop, and then Jiggs said something about pop.
No, I'm talking about, like, you just mentioned Trina.
Oh.
He
I
didn't
love
have
me.
anything to say.
Oh, I mean,
See, you weren't paying attention.
I heard the Trina part, but I had nothing to say about that.
She got a face like Trina, leg and thighs like.
So Johnny, any music?
I haven't been in a music listening mood.
I feel it. In the same way
Did you?
that Johnny has not been in a music listening mood lately. Sometimes you get into a mood kind of later into the year when we reach the point of 2020 where everybody is dropping music and it's all coming from artists that we have not been expecting music from.
Like you.
Like me. February 21st, Star Child by Excalibur dropping. That's going to be a slapper. But who are some of your most anticipated albums and artist drops of 2020?
Frank Ocean, hopefully.
Yeah, depressed nigga season.
I hope for this every other day. Just like, you know what? Some music will be nice.
Well, he should be dropping.
Yeah, he made some singles.
Yeah.
I hope she releases
Something's coming.
Why you look like a
You know what I'm saying? It's been almost, how many hits is this?
Have we gotten any signs of a Beyonce
Well, we got in the gift.
Can
want a Beyonce
Rihanna?
album.
Can we get one from your Rihanna?
No.
I know.
Y'all know.
Bitch, it's over a fucking year now. It's been over a year. I've been so patient. I've been so patient with you. I've been so patient. I bought the makeup. I bought the makeup. I bought the fragrances. But now it's like
I bought the furniture.
I brought the furniture. I bought the clothes. I wanted some music, bitch. And if you don't drop it soon, it's gonna cancel your ass. We're gonna cancel you out there. We're gonna get you like Gail. Like we got Gail and Oprah.
Get you like Gail.
Rihanna, we've been bopping to Auntie since
came out
2016.
exactly. 4
And that's
years
all
ago.
y'all gonna buy.
Wait,
Yeah,
Auntie came out in 2016, right?
January 27, 2016. We are
That was damn near
officially in the Frank
2015.
Ocean boat because it was 4 years before we got Blonde after Channel Orange. We had the Frank Ocean boat.
No,
now.
hey, no cap though. No cap though. Like January to motherfucking the end of summer 2016. That was a fun ass time. That was a funny.
Oh, yeah.
That was a
2016 was
time.
definitely an
Like,
iconic
summer
year
used
and
to
a
be
new
lit.
era of a new music.
They used to go to war in the summertime. I remember.
Tyler, any artists that you're really looking forward to, or who are the people you're looking forward to the most that we have signs of maybe new music from?
Dua Lipa, she's coming out with a new album. I'm looking forward to that.
Has she dropped any singles or anything?
Yeah, Physical and Don't Start Now, which are like homages to 80s and 70s disco. Any other artists? Shoot, I like Nicki. Nicki, I think she about to drop something.
Oh yeah, she definitely.
Something's in the works.
Definitely, she dropped Yikes.
Yeah, she dropped Yikes.
She's working towards
something.
What happened to retirement?
Eh.
It was a momentary
She said I'm
thing.
gonna retire for 3 months.
Yeah, it was more of a vacation, I think.
She was like,
She probably needed it.
Other than that, I don't really have any other artists that I know are releasing albums.
Mm-hmm.
I think Talking Mushrooms. I think Noah Allegra's releasing something, but I don't think so.
Again?
That's what I said.
She got a
So-
lot of stuff.
So let's just be like, you know what? Let's make an album.
Just I'm gonna make an album tonight. For me, obviously, first of all, Kendrick. There was an article that came out a while ago that said it was gonna be like a rock-inspired Kendrick album, and I'm very curious how that would sound.
Very Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Probably just with West Coast twang.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So that'll be interesting.
Yeah, he from L.A.
He said what?
Compton.
He from Compton.
That's
Who?
crazy.
He says that in every song I've heard.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
You wait, what?
You didn't know Kendrick Lamar Duckworth
Okay, 'cause
wasn't
I
from
had to
L.A.,
hear
my
that.
nigga?
I had to
I don't
make
know
sure
what
I
half
heard
these
that
folks
right.
be from.
Keelan, do you have any new music you're
I
excited
still don't
about?
know. I'm sorry. Entirely sure what Beyonce is from.
I don't think any music is going to be dropping from any of my favorites, unfortunately. You know, more of the no new music I don't expect, but I could expect it, I guess. Pierre Bourne, but he's on tour right now. He's in Europe, and I don't think Solange is going to drop anything. I don't think. I would say my other favorite, Playboy Cardi, but we all know his shit is always leaked. So
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, is it
A whole
really?
lot of
He
red.
needs to fire
We are
his whole team and
supposed
just
to.
do everything himself at this point.
Honestly, yeah.
Because at this
But-
point, he's leaking the shit himself.
Who?
And just saying it got leaked.
Playboy Cardi.
Playboy Cardi.
Who he signed with?
That's a good question.
Hey, I think now that I'm looking at
Because a lot of these people that are quote unquote, you know, the mama rappers and shit like that.
Yeah.
A lot of these niggas are like, they got these deals now. They getting dropped. They ain't getting no promo.
Or they're just getting tied up and they can't drop nothing. And
Yeah, motherfucking designer. I used to love the design.
Yeah.
I love my nigga designer.
Designer actually recently got out of his deal with Good Music. So
You know, like in the I feel like if utilized properly, he would have been a really good
most
piece
definitely.
to the good music roster.
But he just got so tangled up in that whole situation that his moment passed. And now if he drops something, it's like, oh, Designer dropped something? Like, it's like a
he'll
question
get
mark.
$1 million, but what's
Like-
the fuck's $1 million nowadays?
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. He's already quote unquote established. So what the fuck is $1 million? You're expecting him to get at least goddamn 50 to 100 now because Panda.
Yeah. Panda
Really what killed him.
honestly.
And the biggest success was the biggest downfall.
You were gonna say something, Tyler?
Shoot, I was just looking through my
Shout out to the designer, by the way.
Spotify. You know who's releasing the album? And we didn't talk about her, Megan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Megan's about to release
I'm
an album.
I'm actually waiting on that one. I know it's coming.
That's
You know,
coming. That's
I was talking to my friends about something. So you know how Kendrick Lamar, he a Pulitzer winner for the album Damn, and Damn is very lyrical, satirical, and it's like a very critique about black people in America, religion, and all that other stuff, and it's very artfully done. I want, and you know how, and then I was like, I want a woman version, like somewhat like what Lemonade was, where it was very womanist, but female hip hop.
Yeah.
And I was just like, who could do it? Who could do it? First thing that popped in my head, Nicki. But then, you know, Nicki, she be playing.
Nicki, she be playing.
She be playing. She over here talking about Rosa Parks.
Yeah, I don't
Get
know if
up
that's,
and stuff.
I don't know if that's like her.
Freedom.
Yeah. I mean, she over here
That's not
talking
like
about
her
Harriet
subject
Tubman.
matter.
It's not.
Yeah.
But it could be.
It could be.
Because she has the lyricism.
I think if we get it from anyone, the first person I would think of would either be No Name or Tierra Whack, because they both Like Tierra Whack has the rap ability. I don't know about her subject matter because I don't listen to her like that. But I know No Name is in that area subject wise, and she can rap. So I think those two are.
I was just thinking like, oh, that'd be interesting. But then now that I think about it, Megan could do it because she did say her album was gonna be less sex appeal and more like emotion, more talking about like social topics.
Yeah,
so.
I would be here for it. That would be a huge like. That would be big. Also, Jay Electronica. It got confirmed. He literally like put out a tweet and said that the album is done, and that was my shock. So now I'm looking forward to his album just as much as I'm looking forward to like a Kendrick album or the Frank album, or you know what I'm saying? Okay. Just because it hey, don't do that.
I don't look forward to nobody album.
Don't do that. Because this Jay Electronic album is going to be everything we wanted for 20 years.
No. No. Hell. Nigga never dropping. He's never dropping an album.
He said that the album is done, and Jay-Z liked all of the tweets regarding the album. Off Jay-Z.
You want to know something? You want to know something? You know something? Jay Electronica's moment has passed.
Hey, Jay Electronica, his moment never really reached its peak, I would say.
Nigga, so Exhibit C was his goddamn moment.
But you know, it's 2020 now.
Nigga, drop Exhibit C in goddamn 2010.
Well, it's 2020 now, and I did hear through the word of mouth that a guy at Jackson State University is supposed to be dropping an EP.
I thought you about to say something.
I think his name is Quarno. Payne?
We're waiting on
the press nigga
Sad Boy season. I think that's what the name was
Sad Boy
reported as.
But sure. You know, see, I was trying to, you know, the show has sources, and I was trying to get in contact with the Bureau to see if they could investigate it. He seems to have tight raps about it. We don't know anything about it. We just know it's in the raps, and it's almost like
it secret.
Like group chat for Miami. Oh my god.
It's in the DL group chat.
No, so somebody made a DL group chat for Miami for spring break.
Nigga, what?
Bitch, man, see me. I can't wait a second.
Nell, Jiggs, you guys have not talked about your anticipated artists or albums. One of you guys would like to, or do you have any?
I don't. You wanna know why?
Whatever happens, happens.
Because I stand by my opinion.
I do want
the only projects I'm looking forward to is people that I actually know personally.
That's so fabulous.
I respect that. I actually do.
I want one more project from Kendrick. That's it. And then I don't want
no more.
I don't care. I don't care about anything else. I just want one more project from Kendrick.
Honestly and truly, I just want some better club music.
That's really it. Like
down south club
I'm
music.
not really looking forward to anybody else. J. Cole is pretty much done. Drake is
actually Cole is supposed to be dropping
more
Drake makes me sick.
More rap songs.
I want to work on a balance song.
I'm a listener. Like, no, he's a dope artist. He just be making me sick.
To be honest, I want to make a bounce mixtape.
Okay, well, let's make a bounce mixtape together. Like,
fuck it, yeah.
But I want to do that. Like, I'm so serious. My mom's side of the family is from New Orleans, and it's a heavy influence on my upbringing. And I don't think people really appreciate the complexity of a bounce song. That's why I hear so much of it in modern tracks. A lot of these mainstream artists.
Oh, they love to use the culture, but never really show.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't even give it its praise. Like, I'm so sorry. Drag me if you want, Black Twitter or whatever the girls call themselves nowadays. But Drake's Nice for What and all that, a hot fucking mess. Because
never really liked it.
You have to have, in order to recreate something like that, you have to have the utensils, like the real fucking mixers that's going to actually mix over the Vodka Recall beat. And then, you're going to have to, if you want to get samples, like, why wasn't Big Frida included in that video? It's like, how can they let people come into their cities and literally, like,
take the shit and don't actually give back.
Right. Fell into a whole nother topic.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No. Continue.
It's a very interesting and constructive conversation.
A lot of these people, they use it because it sounds good, but they don't know what it means. They don't know the actual complexities to this shit.
It's really sad that have y'all noticed that we live in a generation now? Today's time, we really don't have a culture, a cultural identity at all. It's like
everybody trying to make trap.
It's very like.
Are you saying that In terms of what exactly? In terms of not having a culture? Are you
musically,
saying
musically, and all around. I mean, because at this point, music is not evolving. It's not we don't really see many innovative and
we see a lot of people that are sounding a lot of the same.
I disagree with that.
I think for one that the industry is controlling a lot of what we hear. So the people that are innovating and like changing the game and trying to break through and create new stuff for people to listen to, they're not getting the plays that they deserve, and we're not really hearing them until like they get somebody behind them to push
be honest,
that shit for them.
I beg to differ, and the reason why is because
I've heard some really wild.
I'll say it like this: say if all of us in here, we all drop a song tonight, and we all the approval letters and all that other stuff come flying in, and then also the naysayers, and so we all calculate up our stats of who performed the best in terms of had the highest ratings. And now we could say that, he had the backing, and David may have the backing and the money to promote his music over all of ours, and over in terms he gets more plays, but it's up to the mass population to be more in tune with what they want to say. Like if I know I'm an innovative person, you've been in the car with me, I don't listen to regular music at all. And it's like I make that conscious decision myself to say I want to hear something different because I know it's out there, because I'm not the only one that thinks like I want to hear something different. So you have to sift through the bullshit and say, you know what, maybe mainstream music is not for me, so let me get on the SoundCloud or let me get on the,
what about the people who don't have like the same effort to sift through stuff?
Then they don't have the willpower in themselves to expose themselves to diversity and culture.
But I think that's something that's
here's the thing. Everybody
that's completely different from what you were saying. You were saying that you feel that we don't have a culture musically, but now you're saying that people just don't have the will to search for culture.
The culture really isn't. The culture ain't getting promoted. Here's the thing. Everybody. All right. Here's the thing. Atlanta runs everything in fucking hip hop right now. Atlanta, the whole fucking sound. The whole
sound. That's debatable. Look at the Miami scene, because Miami is taking off with the SoundCloud rap scene. Ski X.
I'm talking
Denzel.
about in the mainstream.
Have you heard of the mainstream?
Kodak.
The Kodak.
City Girls.
Have you heard Good Morning Tokyo by Tokyo's Revenge?
No,
it's
never
huge
heard
on TikTok. It's huge on the internet. All that internet culture. That's big on the Miami sound. That SoundCloud sound. That's culture. Now the culture in terms of sound is broken up by sections. Remember when Take Keith came out?
Okay.
And Take Keith and Black Boy, that sound, that's an iconic sound. It's culture. You know what I'm saying? It's just that the culture is split up regionally.
What we're saying, what I'm saying on my half to back, what I'm saying is on a whole scale as a generation, black, white, and all, we lack a culture, a distinctive culture, because it's now a mixing pot of whatever's trending. That's not a culture, that's a trend. And so therefore that's what Jiggs is saying. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know that right now Atlanta is carrying the hip hop industry, and it's a foundation. That like the Pierre Bournes. Pierre Bourne was homeless in Atlanta when he met Playboy Cardi when he was sleeping on a floor mat. And so now together they have mixed and combined the mumble sound rappers. To me, honestly, we have to go back to 2012 and 11 when Chief Keef hit the market and ushered in the new sound, drill music. We lost a culture because now as social media has advanced, we are exposed to a lot of different things, and I think honestly, as a socially, we tend to select things based off of popularity.
Okay, but I think what you're sort of overlooking is the fact that trends are going to exist everywhere. Always.
You're right. You're right. Like, but
in the 80s, when disco and all of that shit was big, that was the trend. But that doesn't mean that there wasn't jazz culture.
And then
that doesn't mean that other stuff wasn't bubbling.
And turned it into something.
Exactly.
else.
So the culture is still there. It's just that you're saying that the
trends... I low-key miss the days when you could actually tell where somebody was from based off just like a certain sound.
What?
Like I low-key miss that.
I
low-key miss that.
You can. You just have to be knowledgeable. If I put on some all black right now, I know he's from the Bay because I can recognize his flow. I know the sorts of sounds they use in the Bay. But you're going to listen to it and you're going to say, okay, this is interesting. This is weird. You know what I'm saying? If I played Joey Badass, that would be easier for you to recognize because New York is better known for that boom bap sound. There are different sounds and you can recognize it. It's just that there are times where certain artists blend in. But it doesn't mean that there aren't regional sounds and things that still are iconic to these.
Like, Nell imitated DMX on that song.
That was really hard.
That was hard.
It's kind of a tangent, but it's really hard.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, I miss actual ratchet music.
Yeah.
I miss the actual ratchet days.
He's just hurt. He's like, I want my ratchet music back.
I want my ratchet music back. I want Hurricane Chris to be back. God damn it.
Maybe you just gotta find the ratchet music. Maybe it's out there. You just gotta find it.
Nah, I'm talking about actual ratchet music, like created in Louisiana type shit. Because ratchet started in Louisiana.
Yeah.
It was a way of life. It was a way of speaking. It was a way of carrying yourself. And unfortunately, a lot of people ended up eventually thinking ratchet was just, all bad and some shit.
Gotcha.
What really made it bad was when the Ratchet King, Mr. Mandigo himself, ended up getting arrested for kidnapping somebody, and he's out there in anger.
Mandigo?
Yeah, Mandigo.
Mandingo?
No, Mandigo. His real name is Anthony.
No.
His real name is Anthony Mandigo, the Ratchet King, bruh. Son ended up kidnapping somebody. That was the downfall of Ratchet, when the Ratchet King himself ended up getting put in prison for kidnapping somebody.
So when you break that down to me, the first thing that comes to mind is I feel that if I were to go and search for the smaller artists in Louisiana, I feel like maybe it'd be easier to find that true to the ratchet sound or the whatever the newer Louisiana sound might be. Because I feel like as artists get bigger, as Keelan was saying, trends. Because when they expand, they get big, they need to keep up quotas, they need to get a certain number of whatever.
And also, speaking of which, the biggest trend hopper is Drake. I could not, when he first came out, I really
sick when he started doing that
patois.
Fucking British accent.
The patois.
Oh my God.
No, that shit made me sicker than the patois.
You're road man.
Please don't.
Do not.
Drake ass, man. I'm like, when he first came out, I did not know where he's
Drake
from.
Drake is a colonizer.
Honestly. He is the definition of a colonizer. Son, you wanna know what's crazy? When he first when I first learned he motherfucking got signed to Cash Money, I was like, this nigga is not from New Orleans at all. Where the fuck they find this nigga at? And I'm like, Degrassi. That fucking Canadian show. Oh, he from Toronto. And then he doing all the Jamaican accent.
Talking about being from, you know what? He came to Jackson, and next case. I mean, he doesn't deserve the attention. The whole time, this nigga don't even write his own shit.
At this point, he's making us talk about right there on shit. That's his whole. That's his plot.
He's reached a point where he don't need people to talk about him. He's kind of the biggest artist.
You see the married ass
But
I'm saying, you know who actually writes their raps?
Oh my God, Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, which leads us to our next
Shout out to
topic.
Safari.
God, is that the first time you did a transition?
Yes.
Shout out to Safari.
Hey, stop.
I was actually gonna skip.
Nicki actually writes her raps.
That shit was
talking
when he was.
Don't do that.
Hey, shout out to Miss Petty. Mr. Petty.
Mrs. Petty.
Y'all see that picture
Miss
of me?
Petty, honey.
Hey, Mr. Petty, you're doing a good job of shutting the fuck up and getting paid.
Y'all remember that picture of Safari chasing me?
No.
That shit was.
Bro,
No,
she got on
that's what I
Queen
meant.
Radio, on live radio, and told people, take a shot. I don't care if you're at work. Take a shot. Lose your job. I was just like, damn, Nicki. She just don't care.
I just miss crazy Nicki.
In the same way,
She's still crazy.
in the same way that Nicki wants people to lose their jobs, someone at 50/50 Entertainment might be losing theirs for a top 50 greatest female rappers of all time list they put out on Twitter. And we're going to take a slight look.
Can we not?
And see if there's anything that stands out to you guys. It's dropped in the group me, so just open that up.
Yeah. The biggest mistake was Azalea Banks being number 20. Should be 49.
Azalea Banks.
Dang, who do you put?
Fergie's on this goddamn list. What the fuck?
So
so
can we get
Bad Baby up in there?
Jiggs? Could you read us the
Bad Baby 48.
She's actually on
Ew.
there. I didn't
I'm
see
joking.
that. Okay, I was about to say canceled. The whole list is canceled.
This nigga said it. This nigga said it.
I was about to be
But
like,
Jiggs, can you give us like the top? Give us like the top 5.
Top five. The top 5's on there is Nicki Minaj, Missy Elliott, Lil Kim, Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill. In my opinion, Lauryn Hill's a little bit overrated because she only really dropped one fucking album.
That don't make her
like, to be honest with
a classic album.
Too.
Yeah, she has a live one.
No, not even that.
I don't
she was
count
part of the
live
group
albums.
Fugees.
Oh, the
Fugees, my nigga.
Yeah. Okay.
Point is, she has 2 albums. Just that the first one is not her
true.
solo album. Like Destiny.
Well, it's technically
Beyonce
3 albums.
still-
It's technically 3 fucking albums she actually recorded.
So she has 3 albums. It's just she only has one single.
Hernandez.
Jocelyn Hernandez is on this shit.
The Puerto Rican.
You know what? I don't even have to
When did she start rapping?
At that point, who fucking wrote it? Like, who made this shit?
You know what?
But Lauryn Hill was obviously the dopest out of the Fugees. But when she went on her own, she made a classic album.
Yeah.
And didn't follow up with any. Like, her stock was very high, and it could have been even more. And then, in my opinion, there's a lot of people report saying that she is a very rude individual.
Okay, so
that really sours. Like,
so responding to your takes on her. First of all, the fact that she only dropped 1 album does not change anything. It just means that we have less material to analyze. That's the only thing that means, because it was a classic and it was.
And I stand. And also, by the way, Biggie shouldn't be in anybody's top 5. He only dropped 2 albums. Fuck y'all. But
once again, number of albums don't mean nothing. If he dropped 2 classics that changed
I
the
don't
world,
think
nigga, I'm a troll.
Get the fuck out.
I'm
like,
trolling.
Get out.
What I'm doing?
Get out, murder.
Bro,
Why can't
I
I
don't
be
think
Joe
it's
Budden?
about
Why?
the.
Why?
No.
I think it's about.
Nobody
I don't think it's
likes
about
that
the
nigga.
numbers of albums you have. I think it's about the impact it made on the culture.
Well,
How
yeah.
much of a mark?
Definitely.
Like, Miseducation, Lauryn Hill came out when? Like,
1995?
Reciprocity did go hard.
1995, and we still talking about it.
Reciprocity, hell yeah,
I
nigga.
think that's correct.
And she just made a song for Queen and Slim, which was really good.
It's really good. It's a really good song.
She's an artist. Like, Miseducation was a piece of art. Yeah. That was art, because it's lasting a long time. Mm-hmm. But I honestly think that they should switch.
Nicki Minaj should be on the first list. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
who the fuck is
she
Lil
might
Debbie?
She might be needed number 2.
Lil Debbie sounds
I think
Nicki Minaj is not that damn great.
Katie got banned. What? Why is that?
I think
that
Megan
sounds like
needs to be
someone's Twitter
above
name.
Cardi.
Chill out.
Yeah, I want to know whether they're doing it based on rap ability.
Cash
or
Doll should be
greatest,
on here
rap
instead of
artists.
fucking. Cash Doll should be on
Cash Doll
here.
isn't on there?
Cash Doll is
Maybe
not on this
Impact?
fucking list.
Yeah, Impact. So
If they want to talk impact,
doing
where's
Impact.
Where's Roxanne?
Where's
Exactly.
Roxanne Shantae, my nigga?
Is light skin Keisha on there?
Where is she?
She's not.
You petty. You petty. You are absolutely petty.
But I do want to point out one person who's on there that I was not expecting to see, and that's Snow the Product, who be rapping her ass off.
I never know. I only heard
Fuck.
she was only on one fucking song that I know, and it was a Tech 9 song.
Hold up,
Yeah.
hold up, wait a minute. They put Kia on here.
My
I don't
neck,
know who that is.
my
That's
back.
her?
Yes.
Wow.
Fuck Mrs.
Oh wow.
Hey, to be honest with you, that song
It's
kind
a
of
classic.
What
that's a
number she at?
classic.
48 though.
48. Okay.
I'm just saying, Kia Motor My. Ooh, Jesus, she just.
But
toxic.
Azalea Banks, Banks. Though.
Listen, they snubbed No Name. No Name should have been on there.
Shit, they
No Name be
nigga,
rapping.
They put
nigga,
Jocelyn
that's
Hernandez
Cash Doll,
on here.
nigga.
Cat. Maybe.
Nigga, if Asian Doll and Cuban Doll on there.
Asian Doll and Cuban Doll are on there?
Yes. Asian Doll is 22. Cuban Doll is 26.
So, where's Russian Doll?
There's a lot of dolls.
I'm just fucking with you. There is no Russian Doll.
Meg
sure went looking though.
Meg is only 16. Raw Digger. Raw Digger used to
I
spit like a
think Cardi
motherfucker.
shouldn't be on this list.
What?
Nigga, if Meg is on this,
wait, let him explain.
Hey,
I'm curious.
I don't think she should be on this list for the
I'm just
reason
like, nah, we're not gonna do
not
that.
even. I don't think she should be above Megan because Cardi has said it herself.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
Yeah.
She doesn't write her raps.
This is true.
I think she's more of an entertainer.
Yeah.
But she is definitely not a rapper.
So that
okay. I'll give you that.
I agree with that.
So
that goes
be a
back
rapper,
to,
you gotta write your own shit.
That goes back to if depending
well,
on
shit,
what
Drake shouldn't be on any top tens. Fuck.
See,
well, for
that's
the Quick Miller
debatable.
thing, that was a period. We don't know if he
That's
did
still being brought into question.
I definitely believe that early Drake wrote his shit.
How did Rico Nasty get put on the Jocelyn?
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
When did Jocelyn even fucking rap?
She said,
That's the
I
real
walk a
thing.
mile and need Louboutins.
Drinking every night.
Iggy was 50.
That's
I'm like, Iggy shouldn't be on the list. Azalea Banks shouldn't be on the goddamn list. Lil Mama, seriously, what did Lil Mama even make?
My lip gloss is popping.
Fairy tales
Okay,
and fallacies. That's what.
Lil Mama made a song.
Remy Ma's more known for shooting in the club.
My shoe game,
My shoe game,
like
my
boo
boot game, my
looking
shoe-
like my. I like
That's
that.
what I was talking about.
I like that.
That was a little bob.
Alright,
Fergie,
so if you
do y'all even consider Fergie a rapper?
No, she's not a fucking rapper.
No.
Fergie 24 on this goddamn
Okay,
list.
fall down a flight of stairs.
She's
sucker.
real up there. On
Shout out to hey, I'm glad they put Gangsta Boo on it.
Give us one person that you feel that is not on the list that you feel should be on the list.
Read it.
Roxanne.
She literally.
Is Rhapsody on the list?
No.
Is rap? Ooh, yeah.
Oh no, wait,
She should be
no.
on the list.
She 47.
47.
That's barely even on the list. Jocelyn Hernandez is higher on the
Someone
fucking
who actually
list.
got like literally Kendrick called her up and was like, "I need you on this album to Pimp a Butterfly."
Nigga, Asian
Like-
Doll and Cuban Doll,
Look,
Fergie,
in my
Lil
They're
Mama.
not paying attention to lyricism at all because if they were, she would be
I
higher
think-
on that
Who
list.
who the hell is
She's been doing
Shauna?
it longer than half the people on
You
this
know what?
list.
I think I've
this
heard of
might
Shauna,
be.
actually.
I think this might be on impact.
Yeah,
It
I
must
think
be
it's
the
impact.
troll,
Or popularity.
Popularity / impact.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what I'm saying.
Or maybe
Nigga, if it was based off impact,
because
It
Kia
might
should
be
be,
wrong.
no.
It might be
If it's based off impact, Kia should be much higher.
what?
I feel like Cash Dog can replace one of these two dolls.
I didn't even know there
Exactly.
were that many dolls.
First,
They had
if
3
we talk
dogs.
about
Until I
impact,
saw this list.
Cash Doll Senior should be on there.
Nikki should be your top 5. I don't think she should be number 1.
She should be in the top 20, but not.
God damn,
I'm
nigga, she's
so-
top
He bumped
5.
her way down.
Fuck.
He said no.
She is top 5, my nigga.
Nicki Minaj was such a big impact because of her strategy of marketing. This woman started out as a trap star rapper who was as a female, which was not uncommon, but it was just not really interesting. Mm-hmm. So what her message did was like, okay, we're going to put this well, she's black, but this racially ambiguous woman, and we're going to dress her up like the pop stars of Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, and see what happens as a social experiment. And all of her shit that trends were pop songs.
That's true.
All of them were pop songs. None of them were hip hop songs. I'm sorry. And even to this day, name one song. Name one song by Nicki Minaj where it was a solo, meaning herself only, that either went platinum or streamed in the top 10s on the Billboard charts. None of them. Why? It's because she's not that fucking iconic. Because I'm telling you, Queen Latifah, hell, even Megan can give her a run for her money on a single song by themselves. And I'm not saying that she does not have talent. I'm just saying, lyrically, she is not that strong to compete in the hip-hop scene by herself on a song by herself. Otherwise, it would have happened a long time ago. So I don't know where the fuck they got this queen of hip hop from, because she could be queen of pop.
After at one point she was pretty much the
only person in
only in the
the
mainstream.
Yeah, and they were making pop songs. So therefore, where were the hip hop stars?
That's a lot of arguments. His argument is a good argument. I read it on Twitter. Like, she's a pop artist rather than hip hop.
She is.
And then like she did an interview. She said she hated Starships and she hated Right Through Me. Like, those two songs, they charted.
I forgot about that joint.
Like, those are her most popular songs that went platinum.
Those are pop.
They're pop songs, and she
Nicki
said she hated them.
I'm so proud.
She hated them because they weren't hip hop. That's not her roots.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What happened?
My favorite Nicki song was "I'm So Proud of You" featuring Drake.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
But when did
she
Nicki
became famous off of features? Because as soon as you had a Nicki feature on it, it was like, sure enough,
tell
gonna
you
be
why
a hit,
though. They only was successful. That's why, and to this day, it's still the same thing. Like, you don't went over 10 years being nothing but a feature. I would be so upset if I look back at my catalog of music and realize that maybe out of 160 songs, 4 of them are actually mine. I would be so fucking, and then, you know, and if I was Queen Latifah or Roxanne and I'm still alive and well, I would feel so disrespected, and I would feel like, damn, y'all are that stupid. Like, but you know, it's not to knock her. It's not to knock her because she's a black woman that's grinding. But it's just like, come on, when are we gonna actually be real and stop looking at the theatrics of it all that we love and start looking at it from technicality? It's like, hold on, we're not gonna ignore how I just butchered the fuck out of that word.
You said technology.
I said technology or something.
Technology.
But you know, she's nothing but a feature queen. She's the queen of features, and that's all she'll ever be.
And then Remy Ma got out of jail and tried to be the queen of features.
And Remy Ma got out of jail with her 27 doobie piece in the bag.
Hey,
what?
Remy Ma did. Hey, she came with the bars.
She did not come with shit but motherfucking bad wigs and everything else.
She said,
oh, nigga.
She said, nigga, I'm that bitch on Viagra dick, cause I'm all the way up. I'm that nigga on
Remy Ma
Viagra
came in the building like
Cause
this.
I'm all the way up.
Remy Ma came out of jail and was like, highlighter, looking like a highlighter. Cover the bitch up. Murder.
Murder. Murder.
Speaking of the way that Nicki Minaj markets herself, our friend Nicki and her not so much friend Meek got into a little bit of a altercation over the internet and actually in person for a little bit before that recently. And our friend Carnell has a theory as to the reasons behind all of this.
Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all notice every time that she finna drop something, whether it be a song or an album,
she get a scandal.
I'm not talking about when she, like, the pop days. I'm talking about, like,
recently.
Yeah, like, you remember,
Past
was
2
it
years.
Chun-Li?
Yeah.
And then, like, so, what if she just be, like, starting beef with people?
She does. Let me tell you something. This
leading up to the release of her music. And I think this time, she was in cahoots with my boy Meek. Because he was trying to drop some shit, too.
They was dapping under the table while they was arguing.
They was. Hold on, they probably made that damn scene in that what was that, a jewelry store or some shit.
In like the mall.
And then they got in their respective vehicles and they FaceTime each other like
yeah, they gonna fall for this shit. They gonna stream this shit.
Like, I really think they're in on it, like,
duh, it's marketing. I don't trust that bitch. She's conniving.
And then the accusations are ridiculous. Like, and do y'all notice how it just died down all of a sudden after they both released their music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of just...
Yeah, it just went away.
I stopped caring a long time ago.
It kind of just went away.
That's kind of how people are, though, with things. They kind of just, like, are outraged for a little bit and then just drop things.
With accusations of rape, though, that's what I thought.
Yeah, kinda, though.
What are y'all talking about?
What? You ain't hear?
No,
wait.
Oh,
wait.
Hear the
No, it wasn't a rape accusation.
You talking about
it was abuse.
Y'all talking about
abuse
accusation. How y'all get to rape?
It was an abuse accusation. I got the accusation wrong.
Abuse.
It was abuse. Yeah, I think it's... I mean...
But that's still serious, though.
It's still serious, but honestly, it could be for marketing purposes, or it could literally just be random as hell. Like, coincidence happens, Carnell. It's like, she probably just, like... I feel like Yikes was a response to Meek Mill.
But Yikes was already finna be dropped before all that shit happened, so...
I mean, that's true. But then also, like... Hell, all this shit got exposed, and then she said, you know, I'm gonna just release... While we got the tea brewing, might as well just release an album.
Shit at the same time?
I don't know. I'm not Meek, Milk, and Nicki. Does it really matter? They not paying your bills.
Marketing. You. Don't be telling me to mind my business on this damn podcast.
On a podcast where we're supposed to speak.
Why did Black China go to the Oscars?
Oh wow. You know, it kind
Shut up.
Nigga, I stopped getting
I didn't say shut up.
You tried it. No, you tried it.
To mind the business that pays me.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've been having some good conversations.
I thought we was going to talk about the Oscars.
No! We haven't seen any of those movies.
No, nobody watched the Oscars.
We didn't watch the Oscars. We didn't watch the movies. We watched Joker.
We did watch Joker.
But that's it.
Okay,
y'all didn't see Hair Love?
No.
What?
Oh,
Nigga,
the short film.
That was actually, yeah.
It won an Oscar.
It was mostly an animated short. It was mostly silent outside of Issa Rae's voice. But it was a really good.
Jiggs, we watched it. We seen it. We know how it is.
Wait, y'all watched the movie?
I don't know why he was describing it to us like we didn't watch it.
15 minutes long.
No, it's 6 minutes long.
Without me?
We know it's 6 minutes long, Jiggs, because we watched it.
I didn't know y'all watched it. I watched it on my own.
Exactly. But he's describing like it's a 6-minute silent film. We know.
Oh, God.
It's because we watched it. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm being wrong.
Look, hold up, wait a fucking minute.
Watch this.
Did you want to talk about tell us about how the Oscars went?
I want to point out Cynthia Erivo.
We really gonna go on this weekend convo.
No, it's actually an important topic.
I'm just no shade, but it's not giving much because it's just real unseasoned. It's giving very much so.
Just like the Oscars.
The Oscars
just
on my weed.
Talking about. Yeah, you know, it's like talking about the Oscars. You have to be bored and like just unflavorful to just talk about the.
Or just watching. You gotta be bored just to watch.
Oh my God! Okay,
but no, for real.
Okay, wait. Let's stop bullying Tyler.
If we being for real, Tyler, just to back you up on the conversation, I fell in love with myself by watching the Oscars when I saw Lupita Nyong'o for the first time take her Oscar for the movie 12 Years a Slave. And I saw that beautiful black woman on that stage.
But he got issues with that because we tired of black people only winning
Okay,
awards.
that's not what I'm talking about. Damn. God, if I can just get a syllable out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So there was a moment on the red carpet, Oscar red carpet, where Cynthia Erivo was being pushed and tugged by her publicist to move on to the next photo shoot. She stopped and she moved towards the black media, like a black media outlet, and she talked to them. And that's an issue that black media outlets, like, they don't get as much attention from the celebrities because the white medias white popular media, which is more prevalent, they get more like access to celebrities to ask questions.
Yeah.
So I thought, and like she, like Twitter was talking about like how she like was like so adamant, like she was like when she was walking over, she was like, I have to talk to them.
Yeah.
And like they were just saying like actresses and actors, you know, this is what you should do to support, you know, black media groups, like black journalists and stuff. So I thought that was really sweet of what Cynthia did, and she's not the only actress that did that. Halle Berry does that too.
That's so wholesome. I like that.
On the complete opposite end of that spectrum, with the Cynthia situation, they also
wholesome?
said that specific journalist was a friend of hers. They were both of the same, like, you know, they knew each other because she was the only specific journalist that she spoke to. They was like, okay, girl, how you doing?
Girl, look here, girl. Come here, girl. Let me speak to you for a second, girl, before I come up to your house and whoop your ass.
Well,
just giving all that type of tease.
Thanks to John, he ruined the wholesome.
I'm sure the intention.
That was so wholesome, Johnny.
I'm sure the intention.
But I did hear about
that.
I heard something about Halle Berry.
Oh God.
So let's talk about how I really just slicked this motherfucking wig back.
You did to the post and everything.
She looks nice.
Come on, Keisha. Yes.
Well, you know, guys.
Hey, is she light skinned?
No.
We've had some good
Obviously.
talks.
I get it.
Had some very non-light skin statements.
Very
but-
nice. Very colorist.
Light skin's of the devil.
Oh, whoa! Y'all
That's
know,
not
wait.
We're just gonna let that slide.
Whoa.
We're just,
We ain't gonna let that
Jiggs,
slide.
we're not.
I mean, I don't know
I
how
know.
I feel because I'm the darkest person in the room.
You are, but it's beautiful.
Thank you. It took me a while to love my chocolate complexion.
Rapid fire news hour.
We love a good queen with some flyaways.
Iggy Azalea says she loves
Now, you
doing
know
her own
damn
thing
well.
days after being seen back with her ex.
Oh my God.
Nigga, I don't care about Iggy Azalea.
We really don't.
You
Who's her ex? Playboy Cardi ex or?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'm mad.
She
Wait,
her
she
and
dated
Azalea
Playboy
Banks
Cardi?
can be thrown in the trash bin.
When did she date Playboy
She bought
Cardi?
him a Lambo.
She did.
She did. Like
Hey.
they was dating. They
Hey,
were dating.
but for real, shout out to Playboy Cardi
So
for the hashtag
what
City
happens?
Boys.
What happens to where you buying a Lambo for a nigga
He dicked her down.
It was just a
and
gift.
then y'all break up?
It
He
was a
dicked
gift.
her down.
But they're rich,
got
you
money
know.
like that. Yeah, when you rich,
Yeah.
you just whoosh.
If he's
Lambo.
nice, he gets the Lambo back.
Lamborghini, like,
If
but when
he's
you're
not,
rich, like, do
then
you
she's
really
gonna
get
lose
excited?
that.
for that?
You're
just
like,
like,
I
no,
use
say
a
red
person
lobster.
thing. I get it.
If he
I
dicks
give
her
me a
down
nice
again,
Corolla.
They're going to
You
be
know,
Aggies.
something not too bougie, but you know, something that's nice.
I'm sorry.
Something I can
Economy
afford to
car.
upkeep on.
I don't believe you. I don't believe that you can go
I'm not
into a-
okay. You're right. I wouldn't buy a Corolla. I wouldn't buy a Lambo though. I probably buy an Audi. That's reasonable.
Something you can afford to upkeep.
Yes. I'm not gonna get a damn
If
Lambo. What the fuck?
people
am I doing
that-
with a sports car.
People that can afford a Lamborghini, the maintenance
Definitely not in Jackson.
or not look. Well, yes, we did. That's
I
why
mean-
we have a supercar dealership
I mean,
here.
as a gift.
It's we passed it. Like
What
they have a
dealership?
Bentley. It's Bentley, Lamborghini. They have a few Rolls Royces. They're like,
You ain't taking it to the west side though.
What's
I've
up?
seen a Phantom going to the west side.
For
That was a
real?
drug dealer.
Oh,
seen
they
cars-
were flagged.
I've seen cars on this campus.
They're drug dealers.
They be on campus though.
maybe they work
Selling
hard for their
drugs.
money.
Hey,
in a very
nigga, we-
legal field.
We are
But
not,
you know-
They work
but
we
no-
are not the
but
same
slinging
drug
dope
dealers
in
on
a
our
legal
university.
field.
No,
Take
but
this
I
out
have
the
noticed
damn
that, David.
podcast.
I
No.
do notice a lot. It's
Take
like
this
a
out
lot
the
of
No, we
black
are not
people.
talking
It's
about
like
drug
you have
dealers.
to be illegally getting money to have like elitist status.
Yeah, that is the assumption, and it's
Yeah,
very
and that's why we
anti-black.
get pulled. That's why we be getting
So you
pulled
say I'm
over.
anti-black?
I'm not saying you're anti-black.
I mean,
I said
you did
statements
make the sense
anti-black.
to me.
If you're giving a confession, I mean, I'm not.
You're toxic.
Whole time hashtag cancel Tyler.
Hashtag
Yeah.
Tyler is over party.
Take that bitch off the stage.
If you stand in Ni Young Ho, you wouldn't be.
Ni hao, xin chai tong.
Right the
See,
fuck.
Well, that's what we're not gonna do. Cancel.
If I cancel,
Take that out.
Take that out.
Get out.
Look, take that out, please.
Space Force says Russian satellites are following American satellite.
That's funny.
What?
What?
Space Force. Goddamn right.
I'm
Can we
trying to-
talk about the virus
trying
that's
to
going
figure out,
on
like,
over here and
isn't
taking
that
up
like
Nigga, we
um,
finna die. Let's do it.
I really can't.
Like, isn't that
imagine-
just like-
Isn't that just an orbit?
I cannot imagine.
it's like the
being a
satellite's
world
like, I'm
leader
following you, bitch.
and
Like,
arguing
I'm taking
over
your passion
shit
away
that
from
like,
you.
nobody has claimed yet.
I'm on your ass. I'm on your neck,
Like,
bitch.
I watch. Y'all know I be watching that political show on
The what?
Madam Secretary, right? Like, I can't imagine being a world leader and y'all are like fighting over stuff that has not been claimed, like an island or even more yet, like space or like airspace or shit like that. Because it just seems so
Who's gonna
dumb
own
to
the
me.
moon?
Like,
I mean, but it
Do
makes
y'all think
sense
we actually
though.
landed on
It
the moon in the
does.
60s?
It makes sense when you look at it from, oh, let's spend 4 hours
like-
out of our office day
Yeah.
arguing about
and it's literally
Yeah,
like at this
spaceships.
point, every single country is just trying to like get in the best position to nuke the other country,
Woo!
and America's winning.
Yeah.
And that's why we run a lot of shit. Well, we're winning in the fact like in the category of no one can really like
Yeah.
if someone were to launch an attack on us,
We
we would
The only
beat
people,
on they-
the only
beat
people
on they- they
that
gonna know
would
they
that
was
could
a-
probably step to us is probably China because they have a lot more
Exactly.
manpower.
Exactly.
The
Like,
thing is, I
if
don't
you look
think.
at military spending, we spend the most money on the military, and like we have more
But that's the
countries
nature of-
occupied than almost any other country.
But that's the
and
nature
that's for a
of
reason.
America. That's the nature of the paranoia
Yes,
that runs
that's
in the
what I'm saying.
American
Also
people.
wanna-
American people are very paranoid, very scared,
we are.
very scary, very fragile, and that's a very dangerous thing because I really feel.
Who are you talking about? You must be talking about
I'm talking about the
them Caucasus
I'm talking about.
Black people are definitely paranoid too.
Yes, I'm talking about the American.
We are paranoid as hell.
Society in America, and mostly I feel like America will have a very, very large hand, if not play a single role, in the extinction of men. Because look at all the we're building so much manpower as far as military power. Why am I saying military in the British accent? I said military. Did anybody else catch?
Yes,
I did.
I
was like, where does that come from? But anyways,
I don't know what's going on.
It's a lot of military power going on, and it scares me because it's like when you have leadership like Donald Trump. What's going to happen when something just wrong goes down?
Naomi.
I'm sorry.
Just calm down.
Okay. Oh, girl, I just need some water.
Can we watch this video?
Well, guys.
It's so fun.
We've had some good talks. Some good times.
The church section.
Some of that.
Cut that out.
Some good laughs.
World War III. Yeah, let's get it.
No.
But give us your final statements, your final goodbyes, as it is time to go.
Who's going first? Johnny, you go first.
Yeah, I just don't got nothing to say.
I don't give a damn.
I'm tired. I'm just sleepy. That's it.
One thing I have to say is that everybody has to realize no one is perfect and everything is not what you think it is. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Murder.
The lizard people.
I hate you.
The lizard people are coming.
What was I gonna say? I had a thought, but then I forgot it because you just like murder. And it just threw me off.
That is my last
What the
statement.
fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, if you plan on doing something like next week, like a goal for next week, move it up to this week because life is short. Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, my goal is to go to the movies tomorrow. Yep.
Are you gonna watch Birds of Prey?
Maybe. I need to buy my ticket.
Do that.
I need money.
Do that ASAP.
If anybody wants to donate,
oh, that's gonna be a
my
very
fund,
tasteless
you can.
joke. Fuck. Freak. I mean,
what was it?
Frick.
I was literally like, at this point, I just really want to start selling ass because life is getting hard. But then I just realized, like, not a good time.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's a little bit too early.
Yeah,
a
I'm
little bit too
definitely
early.
gonna plug
Too
my
fresh.
OnlyFans.